Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right to the air. It's Mayfield. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. It was Milton Williams that time to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. He's to the 15. And he will score. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On play action, here's Hurts. There's the tight end, Greg Calcaterra. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Baker gonna give it to Irving. And that'll be a pickup of 3. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back in Philly. Second and 7. To throw is Mayfield. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. It was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punch it away. Britton Covey deep for the Eagles. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Hurts now. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm, being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down, but in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield, and there does come positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
2nd and a yard. First carry for Saquon Barkley.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. And they'll throw here with Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dodson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So he finds the space and breaks the plane for the touchdown. Greg, there are certain quarterbacks who just have a knack for that old school play.
That play call sheet gets a lot easier, Mike, when you have not only a quarterback, like you mentioned, who has a nose for the end zone, but an offensive line that can continue to get such a consistent push. You put those two things together, I think he should call it every single time he finds himself on the goal line.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. That's Otten, open downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Run.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. That's his tight end, Otten. A pickup there of 19 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. To throw is Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. On 1st down is Mayfield. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Roy 33. Regular. King. Watch out.
Baker to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Alert. Regular. Watch out.
Now Mayfield. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. On 4th down, Chase McLaughlin in for the Bucs. His kick is good. And the Bucs are back within 4 at 14-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Just 1 second remaining in this 1st half, and they will kick it away. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this 2nd half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Set to go now on 1st and 10. So got it. The tight end comes in motion. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Barkley. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got a man wide open. The tight end complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. On 1st down, it's Hurts. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts will try it again. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. And this is going to be no good, but penalty flags come raining in. This could very well be a roughing call. Another extra point opportunity here. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is hot! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
On 3rd down, it's Irving. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Baker. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Eagles will take over at their own 15.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their 1st sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone. They send a receiver in motion left. Mayfield to throw. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he will score. Game on. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion, and all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. So the deficit cut from 11 down to a field goal, as now they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
1st and 10.
Right, set. Hey, easy, 63, 63.
Here's Barkley. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
73, 73.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's 2nd and 2.
Right, Good, set. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He runs with it.
And this is one of the cases, Mike, where defenders, they get their eyes in the wrong spot. They call it eye discipline. He catches them looking elsewhere. It allows him to get upfield and make this third down a lot more manageable.
Third and a yard. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is caught at the 3. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Alert! Hurry!
Here's Mayfield. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They send Evans in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. Going up top. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time.
And he's going to go down. The pressure once again too much, and that should wrap this one up. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And they send their fans home quite happy.